Hello everybody, this is Diane. I feel like this week went by super fast because it's already time for weekend collage. It's already Saturday. I was so busy this week working on cutting up all those old and vintage, they kind of mean the same thing. The antique magazines and catalogs that I have, and making digitals and working on this journal. So I've just been constantly working on all that stuff. And the week just flew right by. So I just wanted to let you know this journal is complete, and this will be in my shop sometime tomorrow. So if you've been watching this being done, the flip through will be shown tomorrow, and this will be in my shop tomorrow. Sometime, I don't know what time. I usually get it in there around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But right now, we are going to be working on this collage book. Oh, I didn't show you this, because I did this after the video last time. So I just collaged a few items on my title page. This is a vintage book plate that had someone's name on it, so I added a label and put my own name on it. This was a printable. This is in my shop. And this is also a printable of a antique calling card. Or maybe it's part of the antique Victorian ephemera. That's what this is part of. But anyway, I added this on top of her hand, so she'd be holding flowers. And this just came out of a book. So we're going to work on week 9. So the prompts are a ribbon, and I've pulled out some selections here. I was focusing on the black and white. I like to have a focal point, so I kind of look through the prompts and see what might be a possible focal point. The second one is transportation. The focal point could be transportation, or it could be a pretty picture from tissue paper or from food packaging. The focal point could be any of those things. So I try to get an idea of what my focal point will be. But I pulled out these images from children's books. I already cut them out. These are all from the same children's book. And I like the train, so I thought the black and white ribbons might go well with that. But I also thought I might want to use color instead, so I have a selection, a variety. Next is tissue paper. So I pulled out some black and white patterns of tissue paper. I also have this gold and cream, and I have some florals if I want to add color. So I have quite a bit to choose from there. Oh, I also have this one, the Tim Holtz one. Food packaging or label. I had just gotten these recently from the Boston Bag Lady on Etsy. These are drink labels, but this is a banana flavored drink or something, I suppose, but it just says banana, so I thought that would be a good food label. But this would go really well with the train, with the black and white. And also in my area there was a Black Diamond train, and now there's a Black Diamond restaurant in honor of that train, and so this looks like that logo. So it really, in my mind, goes really well with the train. And it's got some red in there, which I could pull out with something else. This says fruit cup, but it is a drink. But, that's food too. And then I have these digitals, the apples, the peas, lima beans, any of these. These labels, not the apples, but all of these are in my shop. So I have a lot to choose from. And then lastly, we have a repeating pattern. So I looked through my scraps, and I found this for the black and white. And I thought red would be a good contrast to black and white if I wanted to do that, or if I used one of the colored images. And then that. These are all repeating patterns. So I really could go many, many different directions with this today. So let's see how we end up. I thought if I use this, let's start with the black and white train. And this. Kind of move one off to this side and that off, one off to the other side. And I could use a wide ribbon, or I could use a narrow ribbon. That kind of looks like railroad tracks, doesn't it? These two pieces are kind of big, and I need to have room for all the other elements too. That looks kind of nice, but I liked the wide one also. Tissue paper. I thought about maybe this gold with the train, but I want to try the black and white too. I think somebody sent me a Happy Mail with this wrapped around part of the contents. I like these numbers. I could add a little color in with the repeating pattern. I don't want to cut this until I know I want it, but I could just add a few numbers up here maybe and add my ribbon. Let's see what this black and white pattern looks like. Repeating pattern. In which case I could use a wider ribbon. I'm going to cut off some of this and play around with that. What do you think? I think I'll go with those two repeating patterns in the background so we can at least glue those down so it's a little easier to think about what we want, about what I want. This paper has rounded corners, so I'm going to round the corners. Okay, I will glue them down and we will proceed with the arrangement on top of the patterned paper. The bonus is something shiny. I didn't even look for anything because I had all of the first 5 elements. Thinking I might make time to play with my jelly plate today. I keep thinking about it. And today's Saturday, so why not? I haven't played with my jelly plate. I've only played with it maybe twice, and I haven't done it since I moved, and I moved a year ago. So it's been well over a year. So I need to get it out and make it worth its money. I had this red end of a train too, which I thought was really cute. I'm going to cut this a little closer. I just kind of rough cut them until I figured out which one I wanted to use. And I think I'll just trim it down a bit. I'll cut this steam that's coming out of the smokestack and maybe trim away some of this stuff that's in the background that's not a part of the train. It could be confusing. Looks like some maybe bridge girders or something behind it. It's hard to get in there without cutting the smoke off. I've always liked train images. I've been able to take a couple of train rides, not counting the subway, like the train, I guess it's a train, going into New York City, going into Grand Central Station. I got to ride that a couple of times, but I've taken train rides twice. Now I'm wondering if it blends in too much to that black and white pattern. Let me look for some different ribbon. Maybe I'll find a red ribbon. I'm still here, looking at my ribbon. I have a skinny red gingham. I think that helps it stand out a little bit more. What else do I need? What's my other element? Ribbon, transportation, food packaging, a repeating pattern. 1, 2, 3. Tissue paper. Tissue paper. That's what I need. Oh, my numbers. Yes. I think we're going to go with this. So I'm going to glue the ribbon down. What are you all doing with your Saturday today? I need to do some cleaning. And I need to tidy up and put away all those vintage magazine things I've been working on, because it's time to take a break from that for a little bit. And then maybe I'll get my jelly plate out. I'd like to bake something. I haven't baked for a while. Do I want to make bread or cookies? Don't know. What do you think I should make? I was thinking about putting this over on that page, but I think I am just going to cut it off. Oops. I did such a good job cutting that out without cutting off the smoke, and then I just pulled it off. Okay, time for the numbers, and I'll just use glue stick. glad I added the red in. I like it with the red. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. So we used a ribbon, transportation. It said it can be a bus ticket or a picture of a train, for example. But I also had these fun, a car and a couple of trucks from a children's book, which would have been really fun. I could have gone so many ways with this, like I said. Tissue paper, food packaging or label, and a repeating pattern. So I've got 3 weeks to fill in the planner, but I write little notations in my planner that I use every day, so all I have to do is take the time to come in here and put those notations in here. And I have one more planner week glued in here, so I've got to spend a little time doing some work ahead work in this book and work behind work, filling in. But I'm keeping up with the collages, so that makes me happy. I was going to do the hashtag handmade with the fabric, like slow stitching tags, but that's a weekly challenge too, and I just can't commit to doing too many things every week. If it was monthly, I probably would have. I didn't change the date. It's not February 27th. I just stamped what I had last week. Alright, so I'm going to stamp it on the label and glue it down. But it's March 6th. Where's the 6? Oh, I was holding it upside down, so I was putting the numbers in the reverse order. So I need 0 here and a 6 there. Okay. See if I have a label I can stamp that on. That'll work. Too much stuff in the way. I have to have a scrap paper because of that part. Last time I stamped it on washi tape and then pulled the washi tape off before I stamped, but I didn't think to do that. Well, that didn't come out very well. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'll have to just really concentrate on what I'm doing, but I will finish that up. And I hope that you like the collage that I did today. And come back next Sunday to see collage number 10. Thanks for watching. Have a creative day today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.